up in a dream. But he went to Jerusalem, stood before the ark for the covenant of Adonai, and offered up burnt offerings and peace offerings. He also made a feast for all his servants. After this there came to the king 2 women who were prostitutes. After presenting themselves to him, one of the women said, "My lord, I and this woman live in the same house, and when she was in the house, I gave birth to a baby. 3 days later, after I gave birth, this woman also gave birth. We were there together. There was no one else with us in the house except the 2 of us. During the night, this woman's child died because she rolled over on top of it. So she got up in the middle of the night and took my son from next to me, while your servant was sleeping, and put it in her arms, and she laid her dead child in my arms. When I awoke in the morning to feed my child from my breast, there it was, dead. But when I took a closer look later in the morning, why, it wasn't my son at all, not the one I gave birth to." The other woman broke in, "No, the living one is my son, and the dead one is your son." The first one said, "No, the dead one is your son, and the living one is my son." This is how they spoke in the presence of the king. Then the king said, "This woman says the living one is my son, your son is the dead one, while the other says, no, the dead one is your son, and the living one is my son. Bring me a sword," said the king. They brought a sword to the king. The king said, "Cut the living child in 2, give half to the one and half to the other." At this, the woman to whom the living child belonged addressed the king, because she felt so strongly toward her son. "Oh, my lord, give her the living child, you mustn't kill it." But the other one said, "It will be neither yours nor mine, divide it up." Then the king answered, "Give the living child to the first woman, don't kill it, because she is its mother." All Israel heard of the decision the king had made, and held the king in awe, for they saw that God's wisdom was in him, enabling him to render justice properly. End of Malachim Aleph, chapter 3. 1 Kings, Malachim Aleph, chapter 4. King Shlomo was king over all Israel, and these were his high officials: